Imagine a simple thumbs-up gesture, sparking a national feud. Sounds absurd, right? But in the high-stakes world of rugby, that's exactly what Thumbgate has ignited between South Africa and Ireland, exposing raw rivalries and forcing fans to confront uncomfortable truths about their beloved sport. Stick around, because this isn't just about a coach's smirk. It's a mirror reflecting how far the game has evolved and how personal it has become. Rassie Erasmus has built his reputation over 7 years as the Springboks head coach by shrugging off what everyone else thinks. It's one of his greatest assets. The global rugby community can praise or criticize his squad all they want, but for Erasmus, none of it matters. As long as his players are cherished by South African fans and he's respected at home, that's the only scoreboard that counts. Yet at the end of a wild match in Dublin, the facade cracked a bit. South Africa's team demolished Ireland's forwards, but couldn't fully capitalize on it, securing a 24-13 victory that didn't match the intensity of the game. In response, Erasmus flashed a double thumbs up to the crowd, accompanied by what appeared to be a sarcastic grin. We're living in an era where subtle expressions like a hand signal, a twisted smile, or gritted teeth ignite nationwide debates. Erasmus tried to brush it off, insisting he was just acknowledging South African fans nearby. Take it or leave it, but the bigger picture is clear. The showdown between South Africa and Ireland has transformed into a genuine rivalry, even if it wasn't one before. But here's where it gets controversial. Was Erasmus really mocking the Irish, or was this just an innocent moment blown out of proportion? Whatever the intent, his thumbs up forced both countries to acknowledge something they've been avoiding, a deep, unspoken significance to this matchup. South Africans might never admire the Irish as much as they do the All Blacks, and the Irish might never harbor the same resentment toward the Boks as they do toward England. Still, the aftermath of Thumbgate has escalated tensions, proving this game has real stakes. This encounter carries weight it lacked 10 years ago, resonating emotionally, psychologically, and culturally for two teams competing to be rugby's top power. They've pursued dominance differently, highlighting fundamental philosophies in the sport. Is it wiser to dismantle opponents through relentless, precise phases? A methodical erosion like 1,000 tiny cuts? Or should you overwhelm them with brute force, like a stampede of charging rhinos followed by relentless buffalo? In the passionate realm of sports loyalty, fans cling to one ideal as absolute truth. Anything else is seen as betrayal. For much of rugby's modern history, this debate wasn't even on the table. South Africa operated on a higher plane, amassing World Cup titles, while Ireland notched close calls and progressed gradually. Their meetings were civil, lacking any friction or sense of mutual threat. But sports dynamics shift unpredictably. Ireland's carefully crafted ascent, fueled by strategic victories and a framework built to dismantle even the toughest defenses, clashed with a revitalized Springbok team under Erasmus, one rediscovering its aggressive roots while layering in clever tactics and unyielding determination. Then came the upsets, Ireland's 1916 triumph in Dublin in 2022, followed by a 13-8 win at the World Cup the next year. South Africa's slim 7-point home victory felt like redemption, but their 24-25 defeat in Durban later revealed a growing gap. And this is the part most people miss. That recent clash wasn't merely about points on the board. It was a bold proclamation. The Boks didn't just prevail, they asserted dominance, leaving lasting imprints on Irish players and the entire rugby psyche in Ireland. Picture the scrum, a fundamental rugby phase where packs lock in a test of strength. Think of it as a human tug-of-war to gain possession, as a relentless judgment, crushing Ireland's once formidable lineup like a hydraulic machine until it buckled. Ireland, Champions of technical finesse over raw power faced a primal reality. The Boks didn't outsmart them, they overpowered them physically. Consider the key moments. Sacha Feinberg Mngomezulu dodging a penalty for a tackle that seemed riskier with every review. James Ryan charging in with desperate, frustrated vigor, hinting at Ireland's slipping grasp. Multiple yellow cards, a penalty try awarded after repeated scrum infringements, and wave after wave of scrums near Ireland's goal line. These weren't flukes. They signaled a match devolving into instinctual combat. Andy Farrell, a coaching icon known for molding his team into... At one point, they repelled the reigning World Cup winners with just 12 players on the field. What drove them? Loyalty to their jersey? A professional code of honor? Or perhaps a simmering animosity? A refusal to let outsiders from Africa's southern edge disrupt their sanctuary. Hatred can fuel extraordinary effort. Could it be that their relationship has reached that boiling point? This fixture has evolved from a casual calendar event into a profound referendum on rugby's essence, and neither side will openly confess it, but they now depend on each other. Ireland relies on the Boks to affirm their monumental rise, while the Boks need Ireland to keep them vigilant, like prey sensing the hunter's presence. Sure, Thumbgate might seem trivial, insignificant, or exaggerated. Perhaps Erasmus was gesturing towards someone unrelated. The details fade in importance. The symbolism endures. When a casual wave of the hand stirs two rugby-obsessed nations into frenzy, the rivalry is undeniable. In this saga, the collisions intensify, the leads narrow, and the barbs sting deeper. These aren't ordinary games. They're bold statements, and both teams are shouting loudly. What do you think? Does this gesture truly reveal a new era of animosity, or is it just media hype? Was Ireland's defeat a sign of South Africa's resurgence, or a temporary setback in an evolving power balance? Share your views in the comments. Let's debate whether rivalries like this elevate the sport or risk turning it into something too personal. And hey, if you believe Erasmus was justified, or if you see a counterpoint where Ireland's precision will ultimately triumph over brute force, speak up. I'm curious to hear your take.